starting with number 10, McMurdoch Air Station in Antarctica. Averaging below freezing temperatures, 365 days of the year, flying into the U.S. Antarctic Station can test even the best pilot. While the runways are long, they are made of ice and the weather is variable. If you are not fazed by the freezing temperatures, at the right time of year, knowing your pilots are landing the plane using night vision goggles because it's dark all day, might just change your mind. Burra Airport is famous for being the only airport that uses a beach as a runway. The short runway is built on the wide beach of Tramewater and is completely covered by the sea during high tides, with flight schedules being dependent on these tides. Burra Airport is naturally lit and therefore does not handle night flights. However, during days with poor visibility, vehicles are stationed at the runways to assist pilots to locate the runways. A tiny Scottish airport on the edge of the Atlantic Ocean has been voted the world's most stunning landing spot. Gibraltar International Airport is probably the most extreme airport in Europe. While this runway isn't particularly hard to land at, an interesting design feature makes it incredibly dangerous. The main street in the area, Winston Churchill Avenue, intersects the runway and has to be closed when a plane needs to land. There is a stoplight on the road telling cars to stop, but there have been a number of close calls in the airport's history. The Gisborne Airport, located in the Elgin suburb of New Zealand, is one of the 62 internal and international airports of the rather small country. It covers almost 400 acres, which may not be a lot for an airport. However, every inch of it is sufficient. The Gisborne Airport has a functional railway line that crosses the main runway. This means that a train can travel just a few feet away from a landing airplane. Naturally, the traffic of the area is very well controlled. But, just the thought of two kinds of transportation colliding is enough to make even the most experienced travelers nervous. Paro Airport in Bhutan, Himalayan mountains, is continuously ranked as one of the most dangerous airports in the world. Only 8 pilots are qualified to land on this airstrip. The runway is surrounded by 5,500-meter peaks, with a runway only 1,981 meters long. Due to the fast descent that large planes need to make to approach the strip, many rank it as the most dangerous airport in the world. Sabah Airport is built along the rocky terrain of the island. The runway length is a bone-chilling 396 meters only. The narrow runway sits in between cliffs on one end, and the blue waters of Cove Bay on the other, making for a nail-biting landing and takeoff experience. Telluride Regional Airport, built at 9,070 feet, it is the highest elevation commercial airport in America. It also features 1,000-foot cliffs on both ends of the runway and strong vertical turbulence during winter months caused by the mountain winds. Madeira Airport is built on a bridge 2,777 meters long, which is supported by the 180 pillars, with an unusually short runway, rocky hills on either side and a sheer drop into the ocean. The airport is recognized by pilots as one of the most difficult to land in Europe. Not all pilots manage to successfully land the aircraft at Madeira Airport. Before landing, they have to cross the mountain massif and then approach the narrow runway. So the accident rate in the airport is very large. Courchevel Airport in France, it's one of the shortest runways in the world, with a length of 525 meters, 1,722 feet, and a gradient of 18.5% in order to help slow landing aircraft. The airport has a dangerous approach through deep valleys which can only be performed by specially certified pilots. To add on top of the already difficult landing, the runway is built right into the Alps, where pilots have to fly through a narrow valley even to prepare for descent.